I definitely do know that there were incendiary balloons launched from Gaza into Israel, and I do know there were fires caused as a result in fields across the south of Israel. I know also that at the moment, there are no reports of injuries coming out of Gaza. So we've seen limited airstrikes in response to incendiary balloons, and at this stage, it looks like something that no one was expecting, frankly, but not a major escalation. At the end of the Gaza hostilities that ended 21 days ago, the IDF did say that if there were anything came across, an incendiary balloon, a rocket, no matter what it was, there would be a response. And perhaps that is why we have seen this response tonight.
And Irris, there's a new Prime Minister in Israel. Tell us more about Naftali Bennett's stance on that recent flare-up you just described between Israel and Gaza.
Naftali Bennett is known to be a hardliner and a right-wing, definitely a right-wing leader. His party is called Yamina, to the right. But he does not rule by himself. He has a coalition of 8, which includes leftists, centrists, as well as right-wingers, and an Arab party for the first time ever in Israel's history. We heard from the leader of this Arab party today describing the march in Jerusalem, which I was present at. He described it as a provocation and said it shouldn't have been allowed. And you have to say, looking at the events of the 24 hours, that it has already produced an escalation. And it's interesting that that march was agreed to by the previous administration, by the outgoing Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, throwing this hot potato into the first 2 days of the new government's rule. So I think it's significant politically, and I think it's also significant, of course, from the point of view of the escalation.